The biggest gathering London has seen in weeks, and one of the most passionate.
What do we want? Justice! What do we want it? What do we want? Justice! What do we want it? Now!
Protesters were peaceful but angry about George Floyd's death in the US, that America's woes of inequality and racism resonated in their lives here. Star Wars star John Boyega said it was time for change.
More education, black awareness. I want to be able to have that in this country, but it first starts with us being unified.
Police chiefs in the UK offered a message of solidarity to the protesters, saying they too were appalled and horrified by Mr. Floyd's death. But that didn't go down well here.
The police in the UK have killed people and are held unaccountable for. Look at the T-shirt.
These are the names of people they've killed. How dare the chief of police across the country issue a statement saying they're in solidarity with George Floyd? They are disgraceful. They have never been accountable in this country.
Well, we've left Hyde Park and we're heading for central London. The police have issued a warning saying that the virus is still out there. There are still restrictions in place to prevent its spread, including people not gathering in groups of more than 6 people and staying 2 metres apart. But clearly that's not happening here.
People here felt they needed to come together to make their message loud and clear.
Look at us, we're in 2020 and this is what we're doing. We're having to walk and to march. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
There were no mass-produced placards, just simple messages on cardboard. And just as police couldn't enforce social distancing, they didn't properly cordon the route as the march weaved through traffic on Hyde Park Corner.
George Floyd! George Floyd!
George Floyd died in Minneapolis after a police officer put a knee on his neck for 8 minutes. It has parallels with Sean Rigg's death in Brixton in 2008, after being held face down for several minutes by police officers. Sean's sister Marcia says families of those who've died in custody have recently written asking to meet the Prime Minister.
But I want people to know that this has been happening in the United Kingdom for decades as well, including with my brother Sean. And to see that video on the TV was so traumatic for me, because it just brought my experience back of Sean. It's like it happened yesterday. I want a meeting with Boris Johnson so I can speak on behalf of other families that cannot do it. I'm here to do it for them because I know what it's like.
As the protests reached Downing Street, there were some scuffles between police and protesters. But in Brixton there was a more peaceful moment of reflection. Firemen were among those paying tribute to the Black Lives Matter cause. One man's death has rekindled this movement around the world and shown that a pandemic can't